All right, welcome, sisters. This is Jonita D'Souza, your feminine lifestylist, and today I am in conversation with Shakti, a dear sister with whom I have been dancing for some time, since beginning of this year, and it has been an amazing journey knowing her, seeing her authenticity and rawness, and her big heart, and her passion to dance. And the reason I invited Shakti today is she will be doing a special edition in the Turn On Your Feminine Empress Full Moon Retreat Day on the 4th of November. And she will be leading women to turn on their inner lover archetype through ecstatic dance. So I want to have a conversation with Shakti. Before that, welcome, Shakti.
I'm so excited to be coming along on today and really looking forward. I know that you wanted me to explain what I'm going to be doing, and as I said to you, because I work so intuitively and just constantly, I've been on this whole goddess thing only recently, only in the last 3 or 4 years. It's been something quite new to me, the word full moon and all of these words that I hear nowadays from these beautiful young ladies. When I was having periods, it was not a good experience. We just did everything we could to stop them happening. And the whole Shakti thing is new for me. So everything I teach not only is intuitive, but it comes from a place of not having studied it other than any other way of living it, being it, experiencing it, and having a life that's been pretty sort of up and down, and now finding a place where, wow, at last I can be me. At last I can share, my inspiration for other women and how we can connect with that part of us that is real, raw, honest, authentic, and vibrant and sexy. And, so the inner lover for me has been a journey to self. What more can I say? And if we can do that, if we can do that through the expression of movement, I've been around movement for 30 years, but it's only in the last 12 months that I have really embraced the whole conscious dance, ecstatic dance movement and become part of it. So it's new for me, and yet it's in my blood,
Yeah, and I can see you embodying that, when we meet, every time we have met, I can see the embodiment of what you're talking about. And this is why, for me, it was so important to bring in a person who is really authentic and raw. I've seen you in your rawness as well. And, we've danced together, we've shed tears together, and it's been amazing. And this is what I want to invite women to experience more of in their lives. So I want to, first of all, I want to read a little bit about you so that the women who will be watching this know your amazing journey. Shakti is a yogini, alchemist, heart IQ facilitator, ecstatic dance temple facilitator, coach, and author of the Middle-Aged Goddess Playbook. And she has been teaching mind-body fitness all over the world for 25 years from her Fit From Within studio in Hertfordshire in England. And she's been also teaching in retreats in Europe and Southeast Asia. Now, I wanted to ask one particular thing. We've danced together, and I know how liberating it has been, especially in the Goddess Festival. That was amazing, opening this ceremony with you. So what is ecstatic dance, Shakti, if you want to tell it to anyone who has never experienced, because mostly us women have been taught to dance for someone, like in clubs or pubs to attract someone or to show off. But this is totally different. So tell us about it.
It's totally. So there on my voice.
When you shake, then your voice shakes.
Oh, I won't shake.
Yeah.
I'm holding the phone in front of
Please.
Ecstatic dance for me, if you got me to read it from a textbook, I don't know what it would say. For me, okay, you've got 5 rhythms, and you've got conscious dance, and you've got ecstatic dance, and I'm kind of one not for labels. So I've been a Pilates teacher for about 15, 17 years, and I've been a yoga teacher for about the same time. And people say, what's the difference? And for me, when I'm working, especially one-to-one with the body, I'm seeing the body. I'm seeing the body in front of me, and we're doing what needs doing. And I don't like labels. So for me, ecstatic dance gives the impression of ecstasy, of going to a rave. There's no alcohol, there's no drugs. It's about dancing in the room as if no one's watching, and being comfortable enough to do that. So, you know, one of the big things for me when I hold my women's groups, I tend to do more women's work, is actually getting women to a place of feeling safe, secure, trusting, holding a circle. I love to hold a circle even before we go into the dance, and just encouraging women who maybe are not used to dancing to just start to get into their bodies and become embodied, and to, you know, to remember that we have a body, that we have a pelvis, and that we can breathe and move. And it sounds so simple, and yet, you know, recently we recorded a video. I called it the Middle-Aged Goddess Workout, because the book I've just written, which I've just seen the publisher today for self-publishing, is called the Middle-Aged Goddess Workout. And I say middle-aged, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's all ages, it's kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek. But you know, when we filmed this video, we were doing it to show what we can do with dance and movement, and I didn't expect it to have the impact that it had. When we came to sit in circle, my ladies, my friends that were in the video, actually became tearful, and the emotion was so powerful. And I wanted them to kind of not act, but we were filming, you know, it was one of those situations that we wanted it to look good, and, you know, get the woman doing the filming to make it all, you know, look good, sound good. And yet sat down in circle at the end, which was being filmed. These women were moved to tears, literally. I mean, it's, you know, it's like kind of therapy and coaching and empowerment all rolled into one, and it's about expressing yourself through movement, and it can be really simple. So for me, the idea of ecstatic dance, it's not just about reaching those heights and arms in the air and what you might see on the dance floor at a rave. Not that I don't think I've ever been, well, I've probably been to a few ravey type things, but I just kind of, I'm that old. But it's not all arms in the air. It's actually, you know, it's actually connecting with your feelings, your mood, going inward. You know, it's not all about being out, it's about coming in. And of course, you know, we danced with Shakti Sundari and did the beautiful dance with her. And it's, you know, I think when you're teaching it from your heart, and it's expression of who you are, for me, the word ecstatic dance could get lost. Even that word could get lost. In essence. So I'm looking forward on Saturday to just being with the women who are there and seeing where we go with it, with no plan. You know, the feminine way. Just how I work the best.
I know for me, just experiencing ecstatic dance for the first time, and it was in Bali when I was in my priestess training last year, and I know you were there too, but we just missed each other somehow. It was actually an ecstatic experience to dance without an agenda, you know, like it was dance for your soul, for yourself, to yourself, by yourself. Like I was in this group, but everything about the dance was about myself and me and the whole of me. There's like, it was so crowded, the floor was full, but then I was just by myself in all of it. And I've experienced this ecstasy in every cell of my body. And I was thinking that, why don't anyone teach us this?
It's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, like women are, you know, we learn from what we see on TV and YouTube and, you know, all the music videos, and we learn how to move our body and, you know, move our breasts and move our hips and booty and things like that. But this is totally different, and it also obviously involves moving all of this, but the experience is so spiritual. It's so in alignment to, I feel for me, it was connecting deeply to my desires. That's that's what I have experienced. I want to know from you, with the women that you have worked with, how have their experiences been?
I think, I think women are given a space where they can connect with the part of themselves that maybe they are hiding from their families, from their workplaces, from their friends. And it's almost like, for me, it's almost like falling in love.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost that feeling of real deep. I had it today with a friend of mine who's just trained in a therapy. She took me into hypnotherapy, into hypnosis, and I got that feeling. It's a really kind of nurturing, deep, comforting, like you're being held in your mother's arms, almost the inside out. If you're in an environment where the space is being held and it's safe, and you're introduced slowly into being able to be given permission to move and connect with those feelings, and some little voice work as well, but very gentle, because I've had my own really negative experiences of all of these things as well, in workshops, in tantra, in voice, when I was taken back to severe trauma I was going through in my 20s. So that I was afraid of my voice. So again, it's about being really delicate and respectful of the group that I'm working with. I've completely forgotten what your question was now.
I asked about the transformation that you have seen in women experiencing this kind of dance.
So the transformation is inevitable. I think the deeper that a facilitator can hold space, as with the heart circling that I teach, I think the deeper that the facilitator can hold a space of presence and awareness, I think there's capacity to go into big transformation. I don't promise people anything other than a lovely time when they're doing the dancing that I've been doing, and it's all very new to me. So you asked me about my Pilates and yoga clients. I've had those for 30 years. You asked me about my dance temple clients, and I throw some of the heart circling with it. It's all very new for me too. This is new territory for me. A lot of us as women are stepping up our game and stepping into new territory, because the world's changing quickly, and so we're pulling all of our resources and everything we've learned, for me, in a long time, and stepping into presence of what's happening now. And for me, this is way, dare I say it, way better for me than yoga or Pilates. It's more embodied, it's more powerful, it's deeper, it's dare I say, it's everything I've ever looked for is in dance. It's like I'm in love.
Yeah, and that's what I was posting today earlier in my group before I was banned. Is that the ancient shamans used to ask that, when was the last time you danced? Every time a person went there for a healing with a sickness or depression or any, and this is our intricate nature. Yeah, when was the last time you danced? Because we are a body, we've become this 21st century sitting on a chair kind of model of generation, like on computers, but it wasn't like this before. And for me, I think the biggest transformation ecstatic dance and learning movement as a medicine has taught me, because I've been always the nice girl kind of a girl, and I never knew how to, I don't know how to get angry on people. So for me, dance was this medium, this ecstatic dance. Through ecstatic dance, I could let go of, this anger, these emotions. And I do it very regularly. And it has been actually a medicine, very therapeutic for me to feel, like light in my heart.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I haven't mentioned that yet. But again, you can release whatever's moving for you, and be accepted and welcomed, even welcomed in whatever wants to show up is welcome. And again, I'm using the language that we use from Heart IQ. Heart IQ is who I've trained with the Christian Pankhurst, and I call mine heart circling, it's authentic communication, and we can't keep movement out of authentic expression, because we are moving bodies. We've got bodies, and what a wonderful way to express all emotion through movement. It's very powerful.
Yeah, and especially for us feminine beings, you know, we are all about flowing. So, Shakti, before we close today, is there anything else you would like to say in closing for the ladies who are listening and watching? And he got stuck.
Oh, I look forward to.
Oh, you are breaking.
Oh no, I just can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Don't move. Don't move.
Yeah,
Just talk
finally.
about movement without moving.
No, finally, I just want to say I look forward to Saturday very much. I look forward to working with whoever is there. I look forward to sharing, being authentic together, being real and vulnerable together. I'm really looking forward to coming along, and thank you so much for inviting me. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. So see you soon, and thank you so much for joining and coming along and sharing the space and being in circle one more time. I am looking forward. Thank you, Shakti. Namaste.